I've had many issues with alcohol for quite a long time, to the point where it has got a crisis, to a crisis point for me. It has literally become life or death, where I've been drinking to the point where I've ended up in hospital, going through criminal justice system, all those rock bottoms where you think you've hit and then something else happens. So it literally was to the point where my life was on the line. That's why I've come to Birchwood. Physically, it was initially the immediate benefit for me. Just getting myself physically well through the withdrawals, where I was quite poorly at the time. And then being here, it's really focusing on me individually and seeing what I really need to work through as a person. It's made me feel like an individual being here and not just a number within a group. It's looking at person-centred, focused treatment. I think the detox process I felt very sort of looked after. It was very, made me feel like a human being again after a long time of not feeling like that. Staff were really, really good at looking after me and caring for me individual needs, always checking up on me and making sure that I had everything that I needed. When I was ready to move up into the rehab, that was quite a gradual process, really. It's not just like you've done your detox and there you go, you're in rehab. They made sure that I was ready to move up, so they just extended my stay a little bit in the detox part until I came up into rehab. I met the rehab staff before I moved up into rehab, so I was familiar with the staff that were going to be, supporting me and looking after me. So moving up into rehab, it's not something to be worried about, although there's always going to be that fear of the unknown. It's all the same people that you see every day, so it was quite smooth, really. I felt really comfortable when I moved up into rehab, yeah. Changes have occurred mentally, physically and emotionally for me since I've been in here. Physically, I was in a really bad place. So just through detox medication, eating properly as well, the catering staff that we've got here are absolutely amazing, second to none, and physically will be there to help support whatever dietary requirements you've got, because when you come in, you're not always in a place of wanting to eat. So they will quite happily, adapt to make sure that, you've got what you need at the time. So physically, if you compare my picture of when I came in to now, it's miles apart. And they keep saying, do you want us to take a new picture of you to put on your medical file? And I said, absolutely not, no. I think it's a good reminder to see that when you come in, what you were like to now, and see that difference, which even in the space of a few weeks is absolutely amazing. I think mentally, it's helped me really work through some personal stuff for me, that trauma. So through counselling, being in a really supportive group within the rehab community, where you can be totally honest, I can talk really openly about my feelings, mentally and emotionally. I'm in such a much better position than what I was. I feel calm, I feel positive for the first time in a long time, really. So being here, it's made me feel like a new person, to be honest, yeah. I think my hopes and plans for the future, although I've had hopes and plans for the future, I've never really felt like I've been in a position to put them into action. So being here has given me the confidence to be able to move on and live my life independently, which I've not done for a long time. I've not had the confidence in myself to even think it was possible for me to do that. So through the treatment that I've been having here at Birchwood, it's really helped build my self-esteem, my self-worth, my confidence and my belief that that is something that I can achieve. Through the counselling and other things that we do here in group work, it does build those things back up slowly but surely. So for the future, yeah, I want to move out onto my own independently. I think at some point I'd like to volunteer back in this kind of service. Ultimately, got to get myself well first before I start focusing on that. But I think longer term, yeah, move out on my own independently and try and give back into these kinds of services that have helped me so much in my recovery. Birchwood's an amazing place, it really is, and it saved my life, and that is the honest truth. The staff here are lovely, like I said before, they treat you as a human being, as a person, as an individual. They make you feel comfortable. The facilities here are great, you're well looked after. It's a comfortable place to be, which a lot of us haven't had for a long time. That safety and that security. We have lovely outside grounds here as well. And when you go into rehab and you have like days out, I can't tell you the last day that I've gone out, you know, and actually laughed and enjoyed myself with other people. So it gives you that kind of social aspect back to your life, whereas I lived in isolation for such a long time, and Birchwood's given me that back. The staff, the medical treatment that you get, yeah, it's absolutely amazing.